Well, I'm here now, so it's so exciting to be here. And 2022 road trip with Jen and Dave and Corinne, and we are rolling out of the garage.
We are, and this is so awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them in our chat box. We have many people standing by, and you know, Corinne Latimer is from Creative Communication. Jen Miller is from Flum Publishing, and I am from Flum Publishing. Jen services the Midwest, and I service the wonderful East Coast, the great state of New York, which I have so much fun doing. And I like to have fun. So, you know, you never know if maybe Flat Jesus, oh, there he is. Comes through. You know, I went on vacation recently and I took Flat Jesus with me. So, you know, he got to travel with me a little bit. So it was fun. So I like to have some fun now and then.
He's always with us, right?
He's always with us. He's always with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please tell us where you're calling from and say hello to everybody. I think we even have a couple watch parties I hear out there. I think we do. We have a couple watch parties.
Fun.
Yes. Yes. So I see a lot of people, a lot of my friends are out there. Mary Lou from Clinton, New York. I see Mary Lou. I see a lot of my friends out there. Kathy Sussemeyer from New Hartford, New York. Hi, Kathy, how are you? And I see Father Francisco. Hello, Father, how are you? Welcome.
I see Jackie. Hi, Jackie.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting very shortly. We're going to be talking today about sacrament. Okay, so we're talking about the first sacrament we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about baptism. We're going to be talking about first reconciliation. We're talking about first communion. We're talking about confirmation. We're talking about all these wonderful sacraments. So this is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a little bit different. So we do have a special guest coming on. His name is Father Joe Kempf. Now, many people know Father Joe from, oh, there he is. And Jen is holding up a CD from Father Joe. Father Joe is from the Archdiocese of St. Louis. So, and Father Joe has done so much stuff with Bayard, 23rd Publications, Creative Communications, and Flum Publishing. And so we're so happy to have him on the road trip. During this year, we're going to have special guests coming on. So stay tuned and look for those emails from the road trip. We're going to be doing, having some fun this year with, like I said, special guests and a lot of training, a lot of workshops, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Right,
yes,
Jen?
Yes, and a lot of interactive type road trips because we want to hear what you have to say. And we would love to know, and you can put it in the chat if you'd like. We'd love to know if you have any titles or specific type of trainings that you would like or your diocese area would like. That would be great. So we can start planning for some of those as well. So put those in the chat and that would be awesome.
Yes.
And I wanted to say hi to Sandra. She said hello. So hello to all my Indiana, Illinois, and Milwaukee attendees. Glad you're here.
Mm-hmm. So, Corinne, Father Joe Kempf is started our wonderful baptism program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, maybe you have a baptism ministry going on, or maybe you know, in your parish, you want to get the students involved, young people involved from a younger age. So let's start at baptism. Let's start there. Let's start very young. So when we initiate, we start the initiation process. And, you know, sometimes parents come and they're a little afraid. They're a little scared sometimes and saying, I have to get my child baptized, but maybe I don't go to church all the time. Well, we're a welcoming church. We are very welcoming. So let's help people along the way. So with this program, this is what's going to help. It's going to start that process of the initiation process as we go through it from beginning to they start their religious education. So Corinne, you want to talk a little bit about that, or you, Jen?
Go ahead, Corinne. Were you going to say something?
Well, one thing I was going to say is that Father Joe will be joining us in about 2 to 3 minutes. So I thought, we could just introduce all the other subjects we're going to talk about today before Father Joe joins us this morning.
Okay, great. That is awesome. How about we talk about First Reconciliation, our Together in Jesus program, to First Reconciliation, a First Eucharist program. We'll be talking about that. Our confirmation, Gifted with the Spirit for junior high and senior high.
Also, RCIA Adapted for Children. Love these books. And we have a new book that we're going to be talking about. If you haven't seen this book, you have to see it. It is excellent. You're going to love it for sure.
And I did want to just give everyone a heads up. We have a little new format today. So today we'll be showing a PowerPoint, which is a little different than our normal bus trip. So the product codes, any specials we might have, they'll all be right there on the screen. We'll be sharing that screen with you. So just take notes. And when we conclude our session today, we'll have a freebie that our attendees are getting. And then there will be a survey. So if you answer those 5 quick questions for us, give us your email. We'll send you the free gift at the conclusion of the program. We will have the video available at the latest tomorrow, maybe even this afternoon, that we can share.
Mm-hmm.
And yes. Corinne, I got to interrupt right now because I have a huge special guest that just joined us. Okay. And that special guest is my mom.
Oh.
My mom is on. So, and oh my goodness, and here comes Father Joe Kempf. This is so awesome. Father Joe, welcome aboard. And I just want to say, before we introduce Father Joe, I just want to say, everybody, my mom is Margaret Barosi, and she is watching us with all her lady friends in Utica, New York. Mom, how are you? I'll see you this afternoon, Mom. So she's all excited. Father Joe, what an honor for you to be on my bus, because I'm a better driver than Jen is. So
absolutely not. Father Joe's on my bus. He promised.
I am honored and delighted. Oh my gosh, I really am honored. This is wonderful. Thanks for all the good that you do and that everybody on this does. The world needs you guys. So thank you for what you're doing. And thanks for letting me join you for a bit.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Father Joe. It is such a great honor and a privilege to have you. And when Corinne mentioned that you would be joining the bus, we were jumping up and down, because I know for a fact there are many people on that are saying, this is unbelievable. This is so awesome. Father Joe's coming on. We have people that have your books that are signed by you, because I got it yesterday by a DRE. I can't tell you where she is, but she's in Utica, New York. Her name is Carrie Panuccio. And I'm not going to say it, but she yelled at me yesterday. She goes, Dave, Father Joe's coming on. I need that invitation. I want to be on there. And she is on with us right now, Father Joe. And she speaks very highly of you for the help that you have given her parish in First Reconciliation and First Communion. And
oh my gosh, well, that's very sweet. I would have to just be a little more honest about who I really am. I have a new self-description born of the pandemic. It's been said that I'm a carrier of intelligence, but I am often asymptomatic.
That's wonderful.
And knowing Jen was driving the bus, I did take Dramamine, so just.
That is Dramamine all over. At least you stayed on my bus. That's a good thing.
Well, Father Joe, welcome aboard. And we're going to ask you some questions about our wonderful baptism program that you have started. And this is such a great program. I know many people are using it, and let's just Corinne's going to show us a little PowerPoint, and then we're going to ask Father Joe to chime in with his vast knowledge and about the program. Corinne, you want to share? There it is. Welcome, God's children. Father Joe, there you are. Big sunlight.
I know that guy. He's much nicer, much easier to take on video than in person, I'll just say.
Father Joe, what started this baptism program? What started it?
So I am a pastor at heart. That's what I am. I speak on the road a little bit. I publish a little bit, only because I can't even tell you how deeply I care just that people know that their lives matter, that they're loved, that we can begin again. And so this particular project just came about because I got transferred from a parish where I was serving for 16 years to a new parish. And I wanted to help create a baptismal preparation program here. And so we started this little video where at least I could just say a few of the things that mattered to me, and then people smarter than me helped make it into a whole little program.
Yes. Father Joe, this is such a great program. My parish program, we initiated it in our parish, and this is the DVD of Welcoming God's Children Baptism DVD in the family pack. Now, I just have one big question. Like, I don't have children, you know. I was always in a Catholic school, so you know you adopt all these wonderful children. But let's just say a parent that comes into a parish, once if they're afraid, and I always say, don't be afraid to bring the little ones and all that. What do you have to say as a font of knowledge? What do you have to say about that?
Well, could I speak instead of as a font of knowledge, but as just myself? I say welcome. Oh my gosh. I know one of our biggest calls is that everyone, whoever walks through the door of any church, meets the welcome of Christ. I know that priests can sometimes get crabby, and I'm sorry, but you matter and you have a home there. And I hope that any person who would walk in and just say, well, I'm new here, can you guys help me? Or are we all allowed? I hope it would melt anybody's heart that they would just say, welcome, we're so glad that you're a part of us. If that's the question that you were asking.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
You belong.
Thank you.
You belong.
Thank you. And
Dave.
Yes, Jen.
Dave, Father, so I have two children, and they're older, they're in their 20s, but I remember back when I was a first-time mom and thinking about the baptism process, and it was so overwhelming. Yeah. It was so overwhelming, and you just didn't know where to start and if you were doing it correctly. And so your DVD is just, I think it's a godsend. I mean, really, really, and I come from working at a parish, and even then at a large parish in Indiana, and we did not have a program, a cohesive program. And this DVD is a perfect start.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
It's from the heart.
There you go. And as here's my thought about motherhood in particular. I mean, it's true of fatherhood as well, but my favorite definition of motherhood is that incredible risk to have a part of your heart walk outside of your body for the rest of your life.
Yes, for sure.
I don't know how you do it. Yeah.
Oh, Father Joe, that was so nice. That's a very. Could you just say that one more time? Because my mom is on right now. My mom is on, and I know I am her favorite son. I am chosen child. Yeah, so I love that statement that you just said.
Okay, well, first I'll say this to Dave's mom. Dave or David, how are you? I just have been working spiritually. I finally found it in my heart to forgive you for having such an annoying son.
Oh, now that is perfect.
Oh, Father Joe, that's it. I'm going to be talking to your brother about this.
There you go. I would. He's much nicer. Yeah. No, my favorite definition of motherhood is that incredible risk to have a part of your heart walk outside of your body for the rest of your life. Mm-hmm. And one of the gifts of baptism, when I've seen many kids take their first steps, and I watch them, but I watch moms and dads, and I see a certain excitement and a little worry. What if she bonks her head? I get all that. I wonder if I see some sadness that one day they know those little legs get strong enough to walk him or her, out to kindergarten or preschool or down the aisle to get married or off to the military. I can't be there. And well, then I can't make sure they're okay. But this is where that promise of baptism is. There is nowhere those little legs could ever take them that Jesus isn't already there. And one of the gifts of baptizing them into a community is that we help them come to know that they can turn to that too, and God, know where they could go that God wouldn't be there. So anyway.
Oh, wonderful. Yes.
Yes.
For sure. Well, let's walk through the program, Dave.
What's that, Jen?
Let's walk through the DVD.
Oh yeah, let's go through it. Go ahead, Corinne. I go to next slide, and this is the wonderful welcome package that a parish would receive. The welcome package. Mm-hmm. In the welcome package, there are many different components to it. Corinne, if you want to advance. And you are my godchild in baptism beginnings. Father Joe, you are my godchild. Could you just talk really a couple seconds about, the call of a godparent?
When I was young, early 1800s, I remember being taught that the role of a godparent was to step in to help make sure a child is raised properly. Should something happen to mom or dad, I get that. But it's much more than an emergency relationship. The godparent is to, pray for that child, give them the example of their life, and support the faith of mom and dad on this important journey that the parents have.
Nice.
That is very nice. And in this packet, you will receive a sponsor's journal. This is a wonderful journal as you become the godparent to this wonderful child. Also, you receive a parent's guide, baptism guide. And, sometimes I always say we don't have all the answers because sometimes we throw a couple of questions out there to our parents, and so the baptism beginnings for parents, these are basic questions that you might ask about what's the symbol of candle and the white garment. I'm dating myself here, Father Joe. I'm old. I will be the first one to admit it. But the symbol of the candle and the white garment and all that, and the oils, and what are those words that we say? Could you just address a couple seconds on the parent guide?
Sure. Well, a dear, brilliant friend of mine wrote that. So I'm not familiar. I haven't looked at that in 600 or 700 years. But I do. But the symbols are so rich, right? My goodness, the baptismal gown, the sign of the new life that they had put on in Christ. That candle, this part I don't think is in the guidebook, but there's plenty in there already. But that candle, I always encourage parents to keep that candle lighted on the anniversary of that child's baptism date, to keep alive the memory. I say, tell them about who came, right? How they behaved, what it meant to them. In my case, about the priest that went on and on. But it's such a rich thing for a mom and dad to nurture the best in them so that they can nurture the best in their kids.
So in your program, Father Joe has started. It's You Are My Godchild. So you would get a wonderful sponsored journal. You would get the baptism beginnings. Corinne, if you would ask me to advance the next slide. This is awesome. And you talk about the candle, Father, lighting it on the anniversary of the baptism. Mm-hmm. Here, the parish can send a card up to 6 years and say, hey, welcome. Here, we're still praying with you. We're thanking you for joining our parish. And we're just continuing building a faith formation journey. We're building a journey.
And building community.
Yeah, and I love that. I really do. I love the cards. That was such a great idea, just to continue building that journey and that relationship of being a parent and all that. Corinne, if you want to go to the next slide. Oh, my first year of faith calendar. Father Joe, this is awesome because I copied it and it's on my calendar over here. And I just love the big squares and all that. And it reminds me of my appointments and all that. Father, that is such a great thing. I love it. That is so awesome. The first year of faith, it's a calendar of the developmental stages of the child. And my first Bible storybook. Father Joe, what's your favorite story in there?
I love them all.
You love them all. Okay. Okay.
How's that for a weasel? Like,
I love that. My first, and this is a wonderful little Bible storybook that goes along with the program too. It's such a great thing. Corinne, if you want to go to the next slide. Certificates, and I love this. This is so great. And and this from the parish saying, "Hey, thank you for taking that journey with us." Father Joe?
We are in this together, as Jen, you mentioned, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anything that we can do to help a family know that their life matters. It's not lost on me that often when people have a child baptized or they come forward for baptism, they've been away from the practice of their faith for a while. What a great opportunity to get them reconnected to that faith community on a regular basis. So just kind of helping keep that concept alive in their hearts is the goal.
Yes. Yeah. And it's that always reminder that we are called, we're called to we're called to our faith. We're called. And it's such a great thing. And Corinne, if you go to the next slide right there.
I think that's that shows everything that's in the packet. So I'm going to go back to the first slide as a reminder.
Okay.
So all of those items come in the packet. You would buy one per family, and right now we have it 20% off. So that is a good special price for our viewers today.
Yes.
Is this bad to jump in with this thought? You might. Yeah, I don't make any money off of any of this because I'm just a priest. I've got housing and healthcare and food. I have a little thing called Gospel Values, a nonprofit where any of the books or anything that I write, it just goes to help feed hungry kids. So I would not be on here probably talking about this if it was something that I made money from, but I'm just happy to do anything to get the good news of Jesus. I just felt like I needed to say that. So.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Sure.
All right.
Yes.
Well, you're a busy guy, Father Joe. So we dug a little deeper, and then we realized, wow, the baptism product isn't the only thing that we've done with you. And I know you have so many other things you do, but we thought, let's go ahead and share with our viewers where they can find you in other places.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you all have. We have a little website called gospelvaluesonline.com. I think we might have a link to our Sunday homilies there, but we have videos of it. But it has some of those kinds of things. I have a passion of. I recently wrote a book called "Don't You Dare Forgive Unless ... because I think is a word very misunderstood. And so anyway, but yeah, gospelvaluesonline.com would help with those kinds of things.
Okay.
And I thank all of you guys for all that you're doing. If I could see all of you face to face, these are tough days, right? And it can be discouraging. Hang in there. You matter. You really do. And so anyway, so thank you for that. Jen and Dave, you guys are fun.
Can you share the website with us again?
Sure. It's gospelvaluesonline.com.
All right. So on the screen right now, I think everyone can see it, the Don't You Dare Forgive Us Unless book. That's with the 23rd publisher of the Bayard family. We're all in the same family. And then you also have a regular section in the Living Faith Kids devotional magazine called Ask Father Joe.
Yeah, I like it. My intellectual peer group is about 4 foot tall, 3 foot tall, maybe. Every Sunday I give a message, a homily, for grown-ups, and then after communion, I have a blue furry helper, and I give a message for the children.
We love Big Al. Yeah. We love Big Al. Oh,
great.
That is awesome. And Father, you're going to be at the LA Congress.
I am. I'm excited about that. And looks like I get to be in the arena, which would be really fun. And who knows, this could be the title of a new book someday called Perfectionism. Are you good enough at it?
Wow.
That is awesome.
I need to hear that message, so I'm signing up for that.
Yeah.
Yes. Father Joe, thank you very much for joining us. It is such an honor and a really a big privilege to see you once again.
My gosh. I feel honored to be with you guys too. I mean, I'll hang for a minute or I'll run, let you guys do.
Oh, no, please hang on. Please hang on.
Please.
Okay,
This
just
is
like about 2 more minutes. Is that okay or not?
Yeah, that's
yes,
great.
yes.
Yep.
All right.
And
thanks for what you guys do, and then I'll slip away. Jen, I'm sorry I interrupted you. I'm sorry, Jen.
Oh no, I was going to say, Father, you always have a seat on my bus, so you can. I will work on my driving. Promise.
Good. I want a window seat in case I have to climb out.
You have your pick of the seats.
Okay, good, thanks. You guys, thanks for the good work you do. It's great.
You would love to come to New York, Father Joe. I think you need to be in New York with me and this wonderful weather that we're having and all that. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any for Father Joe, please put them in our chat. And Father Joe's going to stick around for a couple more minutes. And what a great opportunity to ask Father Joe any questions out there. Father Joe is in the wonderful Archdiocese of St. Louis.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Father.
Thanks. Love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you for everything you do. So let's talk right now. Let's talk about our Living Faith sticker books.
Look what else I found this morning. Questions from Catholic kids, answers from a parish priest, Father Joe Kempf.
Oh, that is so awesome. That is a great one. And they are our Living Faith sticker book series. And wonderful books, God's Gift of Forgiveness for First Reconciliation, Receive the Lord for First Communion. And I know many parishes are starting First Reconciliation classes and First Communion classes this year. And I know some parishes maybe took a break last year a little bit and they didn't have the sacrament. So there a lot of parents are coming back and saying, hey, help. Well, this is a great resource. These wonderful sticker books walks the child through God's gift of forgiveness, walks them through reconciliation. Jen?
Yes, there's so many titles, and I always like to remind everyone, like Dave just said, perfect for the sacraments, but also don't forget about the parish missions. Don't forget about VBS. Don't forget about, there's so many different ways that you can utilize these sticker books. They're so well done. I don't know. I don't think you can see me, right, Dave?
I can see you, Jen.
Oh, you can? Okay, I can't. I can only see you since I logged on in a different manner. But the stickers inside the book, they are so well done. And it's not just like a little sticker just to put on any page. It goes along with the content in the sticker book. And it really keeps the child engaged into that topic, whatever that sticker book is speaking about.
Right, and when someone buys 10 or more, there's a teaching guide that comes with it. So these are a great little breakout session. So just to break out from your regular routine, it's just nice maybe to have one session where you work through a booklet together, or maybe have a special little retreat weekend, and you can use the teaching guide. It's set up for an hour session, work through the booklet, and then you have some additional content that you can use just for some teaching aids. So I think it's a great support, and that comes automatically when you buy 10 or more of a booklet.
Yes, and the entire series, the titles are wonderful. You can see them. We have them for Lent, Pope Francis. There are just so many really nice titles, Corinne.
And we'll have 2 new ones coming out next fall.
And what are those titles?
One is on the saints. So that's a great title. And then now it escapes me what the second one is, but we have 2 new ones coming out in the fall.
Well, that'll be nice. Those saints. Oh, I can see lots of use for that. That's perfect.
Corinne and Jen, we have so many questions about our baptism program. Can I just go back to that for just 2 seconds?
Absolutely. See, I can't see the chat very well.
Yeah. So as a church family, you could receive the DVD, okay? The baptism DVD. The baptism DVD is a one-time purchase if you want to. You could purchase that for your parish, okay? And if you have a baptism ministry team, they could use this. They could use this for the training, or maybe do a Zoom meeting and they could use Father Joe Welcoming God's Children Parish Baptism Connection DVD.
Yeah, Dave, let me jump in there. And a lot of times, you know, the priests will have their first meeting with the parents. This would be perfect to meet with the pastor and then, you know, review the DVD.
Yeah. So that's a one-time purchase, the DVD. Okay. Now, in the packet, Corinne, if you go to the next screen, please. In the packet, you are going to receive, okay, the certificates, the storybook, the calendar, the Godparent journal, parent question book. Okay. Every family will receive this. Okay. Every family. So you have to buy one per family. Okay?
One packet.
One packet. Okay. Corinne, what's the cost of that one packet per family?
Yeah, let's see. What is the code? Let me look for that.
Yeah, she's looking for that. We're going to tell you that. So many parishes are starting the baptism classes this year. Okay. So
okay. BP4, and that cost is $15. For 10 or more, it's $10. But
okay.
we'll do a special for this event. We'll start it at $10 for one.
Okay. So this $10 per family, okay, for this one-time special, okay, $10. So you're going to get the Year of Faith calendar, okay, and this walks you through the entire year as a child progresses. First steps, first haircut. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. My mother, Margaret, who's on the screen right now, still has my hair.
Aww.
So I know, and like I said, I am her baby. So hi, Mom. Okay.
A sweet mama.
And my first Bible storybook. I love the stories in there. The stories are wonderful. It's a regular storybook for the child to grow with. Okay. You see Noah in the ark right on the cover. Also, the cards that go out, six cards every year. Now, on the folder, if you go right back to the folder, Corinne, the first slide, on the folder, and on the back of the folder will be information that you could put, like the name of the child and all that. That would be for the parish record, okay? For the parish, okay?
Here it is,
In this wonderful packet, you're going to receive everything. There's a wonderful checklist right there that Corinne just showed us. There's the checklist right here.
Yeah, it's nice. It has the date available, you know, so you can keep track.
Okay, so that you would send out the card every year for 6 years. After the 6 years, they're in religious education. You have nurtured them from the beginning of birth all the way to their first reconciliation, first Eucharist. So when they use the Flum Gospel weeklies in their faith formation program, you know, we're continuing that journey. Okay. So this is a wonderful program. This is a parish baptism program. It's $10 per family, $10 per family. Now, if you want to order any of them, email Jen Miller or myself, okay, today. Say, Dave, just send me one, send me two, send me 90, send me 1,000. $10, the one-time thing. Email us, put your name, your parish, and all this. We will process it for you. We'll send it off to the rep, and we will process that, okay? Because it's a special code for the $10 offer, okay? Now, this is a great, it's a wonderful faith formation process. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. Very, you know, try it out. Just try it out. And I guarantee you, I know many people have used this. It is awesome. It is really an awesome a program to use. Okay.
We have questions about there if a family has twins.
Oh, that's 2 programs. That's 2 sets. Okay. That's 2 sets. I know for twins and all that, you could use this. Yes.
Yeah. And the cards and the certificates, I believe, are all available separately too. So if you wanted to just get the family packet, and but then you would want to have a separate calendar for each child, I think, to mark those milestones. So you can buy some of these components separately, and then but get a packet for the family for sure. They would want their own certificate. So probably easiest to just get a packet for the family.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. It's such a great program to walk them through their faith formation journey. And, I'm just throwing this out there. My mom, again, walked me through my faith formation journey. She would always, she would take me to church on Sunday and make me sit in the front pew and watch the priest. And, it was my journey that I would have at St. Mark's in North Utica, in Utica, New York, St. Mark's. And it is such a great way to start that journey with that child. If you have any comments or concerns, please put them in our chat right now. We have people standing by. Email Jen or I or Corinne from Creative Communication to answer those questions. I hope we have so many wonderful products to talk about. Let's talk about First Reconciliation. Jen.
Yes. So like Dave was saying, we have the baptism, and then the child begins their faith formation program with the Gospel Weeklies. And then, they begin usually their 2nd grade year preparing for their first reconciliation, first Eucharist. And so right here we have a wonderful folder. This is what the student receives. The purple folder, which is very, very nicely done, very sturdy, great for organization. And then inside the program, we have 6 weeks of material. We have also stickers that go along with the program. And once again, these stickers, they're not just fun little stickers that they're just going to stick on their neighbor or that type of thing. It's a sticker program that goes along with the content. So anyone who works with children, and I remember with my 2 boys, stickers just made them pay more attention and focus. And so when they're going through the actual program, and our Together in Jesus program is nested together, just like our Gospel Weeklies program, inside they will have all their studying content and then a sticker that goes along with that theme for that day. And so what a great way to work on and study that program. Shirley just said she can't see me.
Oh, I could see you.
You can see. Yeah, I don't know about this way of doing the PowerPoint, but anyway.
So
I'll talk off the screen, I guess, the screen that everyone can see. So you'll see the purple one there on the First Reconciliation. And now can you see me now? Can everyone see me now? Okay, here we go. All right, so here we were talking about the actual nested together program, just like the Gospel Weeklies. I put everything in right here. See, they're nested together.
They're nested together. This is a great program. The lessons focus on the Bible stories about Christian living, including the parable of the Good Samaritan, and Commandments, the Sermon on the Mount, the parable of the prodigal son, to help children appreciate that God's love them and always ready to forgive them. Activities, stickers, the parent component. I love the parent component. Go ahead, Jen.
That's right here. That's right here, the parent component. So that's perfect for the refrigerator, for the parent to keep track and participate and build that relationship with the child while they're learning and preparing for their first sacraments. And inside this folder down here are all the prayers that are needed. And also the process that they're working on. So for this one here is for first reconciliation. So what the process, of how to receive their first reconciliation.
Yeah. It's bilingual too. Jen,
It
it's
is
bilingual.
Yes,
so
it is.
even the folders are in bilingual. And Jen, you're showing up for new first reconciliation. Jen, if you want to talk about that, and then I want to share my little story about the last page, which I think is the most awesome page in life.
Yes. So this is my family activity and memory book, and it was new last year. And this goes along with the program. Okay. So this is the main program, as well as it does come along with a teaching guide. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but this activity and memory book is perfect as a keepsake. And that is why Dave loves the last page, because it is a perfect spot for memories and signatures I love
that. Yes. I love it for first reconciliation and first Eucharist. And I'm going to tell you the story why. When we go to Disney or anything, I went to Disney with my parents. I can't tell you the whole story because you would never believe it. But I went to Disney with my parents. And, I was up there in age, maybe 25, 26. And I hit an autograph book. And I wanted everybody to autograph it. Wouldn't that be a great way for first reconciliation and first Eucharist when the people come to the little reception after, or maybe their parents, just write a spiritual note to the child to say, hi, I was here and I'm praying for you. I'm with you. I celebrate with you. That last page is so great for the family parent handbook. It's awesome. You could bundle this together for first reconciliation and first Eucharist. Well, with our first Eucharist program that Jen's holding up right now, the lessons explore the sacraments of initiation, in the church year, and the Bible stories of Zacchaeus, the miracles of the loaves and the fishes, the Last Supper, drawing children into a fuller and more active participation in the life of the church. An easy to make first Eucharist booklet teaches parts of the Mass and serves as memento of a special event. And with all this, we have our imprimatur with the first Eucharist program. So don't forget about, those wonderful, the imprimatur, that it's approved. Now, with this program, we have the stickers, we have the family component. So we're talking a lot about families right now, ladies and gentlemen, with our baptism program, first reconciliation, first Eucharist. There's a family component in there, and that is the best thing, that we have the families involved. The families have to be involved. Jen, I know that you were very involved with the church growing up. I was too. Always involved, doing things and all that, and being an altar server and all that, and Jen being a DRE. We were very involved. First Eucharist and first reconciliation. This is a great program.
As working at the church, I was always looking for that cohesive program that taught what I was looking, to teach the child or the group of children, but also to go along with the overall program. So all of our items go so well and go right back to the Gospel Weeklies. So it's really a wonderful cohesive program.
And don't forget, we have music that goes along with that. I could sing. Well, I know people are going to say, don't sing, Dave, but there's music that goes along with everything. There's music. We have the CDs, we have the downloadable music that be part of that. So don't forget, we have the music. Also, it's in English and in Spanish. So thank you very much. Jen, you want to talk about confirmation?
Well, what I was going to jump back on is, don't forget that when you're working with your children for Together in Jesus, that we have these sticker books that we were talking about.
Yes.
And so what a great item. Here's Receive the Lord. What a great item and product. Did you all see Jesus peeking in there?
My flat cheese, this is right here.
what a great product to go along with your retreat, your First Reconciliation retreat,
Yes, yes.
and your First Communion retreat. So go ahead, Dave. You were going to talk about
someone just texted me and they go, "You have flat Jesus?" Yes, I have flat Jesus right here. He travels with me and all that. It's so awesome. Let's talk about Gifted with the Spirit, our confirmation program for junior high and senior high. Walk them through the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit with our wonderful program, Gifted with the Spirit. We have it for junior high and senior high. With our junior high program, the students will understand what it means to being part of a big community and being called. Now it's a calling. That's a calling for confirmation. You're called to be part of a bigger church and to know the 7 gifts of the Holy Spirit, accepting God's call. This is a wonderful, it's part of our junior high and our senior high program, our confirmation, Gifted with the Spirit, accepting God's call, being called. And this is for junior high and senior high. The teacher guides go along with that. For the junior high lesson, it begins with the call to prayer, Catholic tradition, clearly in-depth, including scripture, and helps them with scripture knowledge and understanding what it means to be part of the church. And for candidates lessons, for junior high and senior high, it's Gifted with the Spirit, ladies and gentlemen. What else do we have? I think we have a couple more. We have I Love These Books. Jen, go ahead. Let's talk about them.
No one loves these books more than myself. I love these books. And the reason why is because when I was working in the parish, my pastor came to me and said, do a program for our CIA, for children. And I was like, okay, where do I start with this? I mean, it was a little overwhelming thinking about how am I going to, teach or instruct a volunteer to teach a program like this. And what is so wonderful are these little 4 books. You can purchase them as a bundle, as a set. As you can see there, $33.85, or you can purchase them individually. But what is so wonderful, everyone, about these books, they come with teaching guides, very well done teaching guides. So when you have your volunteer that is showing up to help you at your parish, you can just be sure that it's going to be taught thoroughly, and it's going to be taught consistently. That's the other key, consistently, year after year after year. And let's see here, the age group for these books, I am double checking. I want to say,
I have a couple questions here.
Yes, go ahead. Oh, wait a minute, the age group is 9 to 12.
Okay.
Yes. Was there another question, Corinne?
Yeah, and then I must have a wrong code here. I'm sorry. HTP 6301 is on here twice.
Okay, here I will. Dave, do you want to talk about, and I'll look up that code.
So it's the Sacrament of Baptism, confirmation, the feast of the church. It walks you through the liturgical year in the sacrament, and Eucharist for RCIA, for Adapted for Children. These wonderful small little booklets walks them through and teaches them the sacraments and makes them come alive for them. The books are $9.95 each. The bundle's $33.85. And I recommend this if you have RCIA, the Rite of Christian Initiation for Adapted for Children. This is a wonderful program. These wonderful books are great. So if you have any questions, put them in our chat box. Also, please don't forget to email us if you have any questions. Corinne?
I think Eucharist is 6303.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
6303. Yes. And if you can take the PowerPoint off the screen, I will actually show the size of the book, because that may help too.
Yes.
You can see my
and I got an idea. Everybody put your hands on your keyboard right now. Put your hands on your keyboard. Put your hands on your keyboard right now. And the first one to type the correct answer, Jen's going to send you a set of those. Okay, Jen?
Okay.
Okay, the question is, name, oh, hang on, people are, I haven't, name the wonderful Catholic priest that was on with us today.
Jackie? Wasn't it Jackie?
It was Jackie. Oh, look at everybody going through. Yes. Everybody, well, Jackie.
Well, Jackie, I will have Bob send you a set.
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, everybody that comes on today, you're getting a free gift. You're getting the wonderful, you're getting a Catholic PDF, and it's a free gift that's coming. It's awesome. It's your Catholic prayer book, and I love it. It is such a great book. It came out from 20 publications, and you're receiving that today for joining us.
And we'll send it out by email. So if you could just fill out the quick survey when we're done, so we have your email address.
Yes. Corinne, I think we have one more product.
Yes, we do.
Yes.
And
that is the Gospel for Young Catholics. This, top of the line. We can't even keep it in. I mean, this has been going like hotcakes. It's a companion for Sacraments and the Gospel Weeklies. Okay, the Gospel stories for young Catholics. Jen, you want to talk about it?
Yes, Corinne, is that preview, the sampling, is that working, that we can see the different pages, or if not, I can walk through.
Yeah, but I'm going to take it off here, and then you can walk through it, and then I'll get the link live.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, this is complete text, and Good News translation is what's important to also know. The outside of the book, it's like a flex cover. It's not hardbound, it's like a flex cover on both sides, so it's very durable, and you will have this in your classroom for years to come. It's perfect for the classroom, and it's perfect for each child to have their own copy, and let me tell you why. Well, the first thing, complete text. It really brings the Gospels alive. It's color coded. I don't know if you can see here, up here at the top. So every Gospel is color coded. But there's sections in the book that teach the child how to look up a passage in the Bible. That is one of the topics that comes up all the time, that parishes are looking for an item that will teach a child actually how to look up a passage in the Bible. In the back, there are featured Gospels back here in the back. Look at the illustrations, everyone. It's just a really, really excellent book. Also, How to Pray the Rosary is back here in the back. Let me see if I can find that.
Can we just talk about that for one moment? Because we got a special gift this year. And can I just show my special gift I got? And Corinne, hers is in the mail, but I got these beautiful rosary beads as a special gift this year from one of my passengers on my bus, Shirley Nag, who made these. And Shirley, thank you. I love my rosary beads. Thank you so very much.
That was so thoughtful, Shirley. Thank you so much.
I love our gifts that our friends send us. I love them.
I know, I love it. Okay, so also here in the back, let's see, Mass in the Gospels. Trying to be able to show you here. Mass in the Gospels, the Sacraments, Works of Mercy, the Gospels timeline. Look how neat this is. How to Pray the Rosary is in here as well. In here in the back, there are 2 pages of pull-out bookmarks if you choose. They're perforated, but if you choose to use them. But anyway, it's a perfect book. Like Dave said, it is so popular, we can't even keep them in. And so many people are purchasing them as sacrament gifts. They're using them, one in the classroom. Sometimes, depending upon the size of the classroom, some of them are buying them for each student as well to go along with their Gospel Weeklies. But like I said, Good News translation.
I just want to let you know that because the flip book is taking up so much web, whatever that you call that.
It's not letting you, yeah.
I put the link in the chat. So it's a really cool demonstration. Good. It's a flip book. So you can actually go there and it'll flip the pages, and it's a beautiful sample to see exactly what's inside. So
yes, and you'll see the color coding and how easy it is to navigate the book. That will help tremendously, Corinne. Thank you so much.
what's the price? So the price is, we have bulk pricing. So I'm going to share my screen again just so that you can see that code, and sometimes seeing is easier. The code is PGW5602, and then there's bulk pricing. So the more you buy, the more you save. And so it starts at $16.99 and it goes to $11.50.
Yeah, that's a wonderful book, ladies and gentlemen. It's a companion for sacraments and the gospel weeklies. It is so awesome. I think we're running out of time. Ladies and gentlemen. It's almost time to say goodbye. And Corinne, did we cover everything?
I think we covered everything. So we covered the baptism product with Pastor Joe. We covered his other resources, the Living Faith Kids. Can I just bounce back to that real quick?
Yes.
Sure.
This Living Faith Kids magazine is a great daily devotional for kids. It has little activities and puzzles in it. It's beautifully illustrated in full color. You see, here's a sample spread here. Ask Father Joe. He has a little department there that he addresses questions every issue. And then, so you can buy it individually because we all multi-purpose. We wear multiple hats for our families, our friends, neighbors, but then we also do parish ministry. And so there's bulk prices for the parish as well. So if you are a first-time subscriber, you get a free quarter with your subscription. And I've had adults tell me at shows, they grab these samples off our booth, and the adults say that they actually really like it. The content is so approachable, and you know from Father Joe that he just has a welcoming spirit. He really does want everyone to embrace the gospel, and so he's so great at just being that fatherly figure. So
yes. And you know, if you show my screen, I have it's not the current one that's on the PowerPoint that you're using, but here is an older version that I still have, so you can see the size, and then you can see what it looks like in the inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I know many people are putting orders right in our chat today. Also, please email us. Email me, Dave Barosi. I'm going to put my email right in there. Please email me all your orders today and name of the parish and all this. Please email me and I will take care of everything. Jen, put your email in there, please. That would be awesome.
We have a question. How long are these specials good for? So we say till Friday?
Can we say till Friday? Yes. How about we say today is Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday. How about we say till Friday? Please email us if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Don't forget our baptism program. It's an awesome program. Awesome program.
Yes.
First reconciliation, first Eucharist. Please take a look at them. You want any samples of our first reconciliation, first Eucharist, or confirmation program? I know you were asked that in the registration. You could do that. Ladies and gentlemen, we had a great time with the road trip with Jen and Dave. This national tour that we are on, especially me and Jen and Corinne, we have so much fun, and you never know where Jesus is going to come by.
That's right, and you never know who may pop in to our road trips throughout.
Yes. We this year we're going to have a lot more friends stopping by. Jen, it's so nice to see you. Thank you for being my co-host today with the road trip with Jen and Dave. Corinne, you're the best. I love working with all my friends at Bayard. Ladies and gentlemen, bye, everybody. Bye, Ma. I see you later.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, Mom.
Bye-bye.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.